So as we get started today, this video is divided into chapters. If you want to skip at any point, just look at the sliding bar underneath the plating window and you can see the chapters to skip ahead. Moving along in our sampler, we're now moving to the squares and ladders motif. Now on page number 5. So this is what it's going to look like. I have not applied the border to it. You will do that on your own. This reminds me a lot of a dragonfly. This is actually a pretty easy pattern of them all, and we're gonna get started and just grab your hook. It's the same hook as you've been using, a 5mm size H, and whatever yarn you decided to use. So let's continue our journey with the squares and ladders motif next. When I dive into this pattern, what I found most confusing at this one here, it seems like it's written differently from the other patterns that are here, and when you finish around a row, it says to do something that's kind of unique. So it says to actually like chain 4 at the end so that it gets ready for the next one. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm gonna improvise and start each row like I would normally do it, and so it's gonna improvise from the instructions just a little bit, so just be aware of that. Let's grab your hook and yarn now and let's play. So like the rest of the squares that we've been doing, as soon as I get to the repeat and we are repeating instructions, I will refer to that. So let's get yourself started, and you are going to start with chaining of 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go all the way to 31. Meet me back here in just a moment. In row number 1, we're going to then begin and start the mesh look. So you're gonna go 5th chain from the hook. So count it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go to the back hump of the 5th chain back and double crochet. This square is gonna go really quickly because it is double crochet through it the whole thing. So then I need you to chain 1, skip the next chain and double crochet in the next, and you're gonna do that all the way across. So then chain 1, skip the next chain and double crochet in the next. Please do this all the way across. This is row number 1. So I'm coming all the way to the end of row number 1. You should end up with your skipping the next one and going into the last. So you should have a total of 15 double crochets that are coming down. Okay, so let's turn our work. Rows number 2, 3 and 4 are all the same. So what you're going to do is that you're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, that's a double crochet, and the 4th is a chain 1 space, so don't forget that. So then double crochet in the next double crochet. So you've already created the space by chaining 4. Once you do that one, then chain 1, skip the space and go right into the next double crochet. So the way I would do it if you weren't watching me is that I chain 1 and I just double crochet the next double crochet. So I need you to do this for rows number 2, 3 and 4, and when I pick you back up in a second, I'll be on row number 5. So please do those 3 rows now, and I'll see you back here in a moment. As I'm finishing up row number 2 here, make sure this is a turning chain. Make sure you skip the 1 chain and go to the second over for your last double crochet. Okay, so make sure that you do nail that so that it looks like it's complete. So this is the end of row number 2, so please do 3 and 4 the same way. So I'm finishing up row number 4, and we're ready then for the fun stuff on row number 5. So let's turn your work and let's talk, because now we're gonna put that ladder look or squares and ladder look in next. So let's do row number 5. What I want you to notice the most is that you're going to see 5 of these posts. So you got the first one and the next 4, and then on the other side you still have 5. So just keep that in mind. Once you get it established the first time, then they just build up on top of each other, and it's just a matter of concentrating what's here, and then the rest of this is just gonna go back to the regular squares. So you just gotta do the first one and then the remaining at the top there. So let's do this and let's continue to row number 5. Let's begin row number 5. We're gonna start off by creating the squares that you see here, and you're gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to the next one, and remember what I just showed you, so that you will see that there's a total of 5. So chain 1, go to the next, chain 1, go to the next, chain 1, go to the next. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's an easy way of looking at it. Now I need you to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I need you to skip the first 2 double crochets and go all the way to the 3rd one, and we're going to put in a cluster there. So you're just gonna wrap the hook and going into that stitch, so, and then pull through 2 and hold it, and do that 2 more times. This is a cluster. Once you have all 3 of those, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, pull through all 4, and then chain 5 to then start jumping over to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and see how you jumped over 2 of these? You'll jump over the next 2 and immediately go here, and you'll double crochet there. And so when you do that, there should only be a total of 5 double crochets left. So you got this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So chain 1, skip 1, go to the next. So this allows us to now establish where that box is in the middle of the whole motif, so then you can easily follow along. So chain 1 and go into the skip 1 chain, go to the second chain over in the turning chain to keep that going, and that's what it looks like. So turn your work and let's begin row number 6. Let's begin row number 6. So the edges are going to always be the same, and it's just the middle section that we're changing. So chain 4 and then starting your double crochets, and just keep building those until you see that middle box appear. So continuing to chain 1 between the double crochets. Okay, so you got that. So now this time you're going to do a chain 4 only. So you're gonna chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time it was chaining of 5. I need you to come to this 5th chain. It's roughly down here. So this is the cluster, so it's the one before, and I need you to single crochet into that chain, and then ignore the cluster and then go into the chain right after it and single crochet, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then start with the outside edging again. So just double crochet in the double and continue that to the edge. Chain 1 and then go into the second chain over in the turning chain. That was row number 6. So turn your work and let's do row number 7. Row number 7, so you're gonna continue your edging as you know it. So chain 4 to begin, and start working your way over, and then you can think about it once you get to the box. So when you're at the box, this is what you're going to do. So you're going to then chain a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. I need you to single crochet in the 4th chain here. I need you to single crochet in between the 2 single crochets that were here, and I need you to single crochet in the chain that is starting out here. And then you're gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then begin your other side and do that all the way to the edge. This is row number 7. Turn your work and let's do row number 8. Row number 8, we're gonna almost finish up our middle box this time, so you're gonna chain 4. So build out your squares here on the edge. I thought this was one of the easiest squares of them all, to be honest with you. Okay, so now that you got to where you need to go, you're now going to, where are we here? We're going to then chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You were going to go and skip the 4 chains and the next single crochet. So you're gonna come into the middle single crochet of the grouping of 3. So right in the middle. So just follow it right up, and you're going to do a cluster. So wrap, pull through, hold, and wrap, pull through, and hold. You'll do that 3 times. So you should end up with 4 loops on the hook. Pull through everything and then chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then start your outside edging on the other side and go all the way to the other end. And then in row number 9, we're going to get ourselves established to go back to that box format that we started with. and for the remaining of your motif. Turn your work and let's do row number 9. So in row number 9 what we're going to do is get ourselves established by putting the boxes in. So you'll notice that there's a box over this one. There's a box, or sorry, a double crochet here. Okay, and then there's a double crochet here, the one in the middle. So there's 2. So it's going right around inside the chain and not around the space itself. So you just gotta make sure that you're putting 2 in between the gapping space that you see, and then 1 in the cluster to bring it back to balance. Let's do row number 9. So number 9, build out, so chain 4 and then start. So just continue along, don't have to think too much about it, hopefully. Okay, so we have the, this is where the box would have continued if you were gonna do that, but you're not. So you're gonna chain 1, you're gonna skip 1 chain, go to the second over, just roughly guess if you don't see where it is. So double crochet in there in the chain, then chain 1, skip 1 chain, double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip 1, and then go right into the cluster. I'm not sure I technically skipped 1, but just fake it or make it, right? So chain 1, skip 1, go over. Sometimes you have to improvise, right? That's just the rules of crochet. And if you think you're wrong, you can always pull out and retry. So I'm thinking that this one is a little too close. So some things you can live with, some things you can't. So I'm gonna adjust the middle one here. I'm gonna leave this in the tutorial because people may have that happen to them. There's always got to be options for crochet. Nobody's ever perfect. Okay, so just make sure there's 2 into the spacing there. Chain 1 and then continue along to the other side. And then you should be back to your 15 double crochets that are going down. And this is gonna be the end of row number 9. And then we're gonna review what to do next because now it's just a matter of finishing. So rows number 10, 11, and 12 are already what you know. It's row number 2. So it's just a matter of creating the boxes. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then continuing across what you already know. So all the boxes are just a matter of doing it. So there's 3 rows total that you will have to do. And then when you're ready, just fasten off, and then you're going to continue then to the outside border, and the link for that is in the more information of this video if you'd like to do that to finish it off, because the borders are all the same and it's just a matter of equally spacing around this in order to make it happen. So this is going to be the conclusion then of the squares and ladders motif. Get your 3 rows done as I talked about, so 10, 11, and 12. Start your border, and then you have to do a total of 3 of these to make it work. So this is it for today, and I will see you next time as we move on to the diagonal slash motif, another little fun pattern that's gonna be available next time, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.